friends. Hope that you're doing well, and also happy Thanksgiving! I hope that you are taking some much needed time to rest, relax, eat great food, be with friends and family, and just thinking about all the things that you're thankful for. I think that we should be doing that all the time anyway, but it's nice that we have some time that we can dedicate to that very reason. Yeah, so November just kind of zipped on by, and I know December is just right around the corner, which means that 2026 is also right around the corner. Isn't that crazy? I mean, just thinking about it, I'm like, the year 2026 sounds like the stuff that's in sci-fi movies and stuff like that, but we're living it. I always think about Back to the Future when they were talking about the hoverboards back in 2015. We're still waiting on those. Anyway, so November was a great month. It was definitely busy. Anchorage is doing well. It's been nice to see that we have some new faces this year, and they've been continuing to come back over the course of the semester. And just watching Mosaic grow as a whole and watching the students really take charge in different areas and outside of our student leadership team. Like, we have students that come that are helping out with like worship and setup and all these different things, and that's just really encouraging that it's not limited to just these student leaders that are kind of overseeing these different operations. They got great ideas and they have lots of energy and just all these amazing things, so it's been really cool to see. Matsu is doing well. I have noticed it's very interesting per week who's going to be at the Matsu gatherings, especially since it was midterm season and then final season came up very quickly. And so we have it kind of ebbs and waves as who's going to be there and stuff like that. But we've been having some people that have been coming pretty routinely every week, and I know it's something that they look forward to. They've said that, and so it's just really awesome to be able to pour into these students at the Matsu College. I have been changing things up the past couple of weeks because we were going through Luke, which is great. I love going through different books of the Bible, but I was like, hey, we should like change things up every now and then because it can get stagnant, and also just creating space for other ways for us to enjoy fellowship with one another. I created some space where we can pray for one another, just really leaning into that because surprisingly a lot of the students, they haven't done much of that before, of just taking time to pray with one another or to sit and really just be in God's presence. Because I know it can be hard with how busy everyone is to find some time to actually just sit still and be quiet. And it's very essential for us. Like, Lord made the Sabbath for a reason. We need to find times of rest and meaningful rest. And so they've been appreciative that I've created some time in our Bible studies together to just sit and be with God and with each other. I'm looking forward to what we're going to do maybe next semester, just implementing some different things that might not come from like a traditional Bible study, as in like just reading through some scripture, having some dialogue, which is great, you know, but we also need to make space for time for like worship and prayer. And meditation on the Lord. I also did have someone from my church that they were interested in volunteering, so he's come a couple of times, and that's been really cool just to have another extra hand there, because the group is not all that big, but I definitely need some more guy leadership and stuff, because there's definitely more guys than there are girls that come, I've noticed. It's been really encouraging just to see members of the community pour into this campus and feeling very supported and encouraged by my church. A few weeks ago, my pastor actually called me up in front of everyone on Sunday, and he just was feeling led by the Spirit to pray over me at Matsu campus and young adults ministry in general, and it was very encouraging. It was definitely nerve-wracking because I was not expecting to go up in front of everyone that day and stuff, but I definitely felt God's peace and just the love of the community pouring into not only me, but into the students that I'm serving. Pastor Scott, love you. Love you, Rachel, and love you, Matsu AG. You guys are the best. I also got to officially meet with a semester missionary that we're going to be having come soon to serve with us next semester. I'm very excited for that. She's from Texas. She's super sweet and fun. She's excited to be taking some time off from school. She's graduating with her associates. She's going to be returning to school, I believe, but she wants to take some time just to dedicate pouring into others, and so she's like, hey, how about a mission trip for a semester? And I finally got to have a meeting with her over Zoom, and we talked for like an hour and 15 minutes. But I'm very excited to have her come and just being able to help support her since she will be an intern. I'm like, hey, I understand that. I also was an intern, so I'm looking forward to being able to just really pour into her with that, and I think that she's going to be a tremendous help to our team as well, so very excited about that. So I'm officially a student again. I believe when this is released, I'll probably be about a week in school, And yeah, I mean, it's going well. I mean, it was definitely overwhelming at first because you can see all of the assignments and things that you need to do for the entirety of the course duration, which is about 7 weeks. And so it was a lot when I opened it up, and I was like, oh, okay, like there's there's a lot I have to read and do. But the class itself is not that hard. It's just basically like your orientation course for especially online learning and stuff. But I'm very excited as I continue to go back to school and just pursuing the things that God is calling me to. So first I just have to get through the first few courses that are more like gen ed things. So I think after it's 3 or 4 of the courses, I'll get to do more of the major requirements, which I'm very excited for. But it is a lot to navigate, just figuring out what does it look like to do online school and work and have social life and all these things and stuff. So I just need to really come up with a schedule and stick to it. Their mascot is the antelope and stuff, which I think they do this, which is funny because that's also what we do for UAA, except we're a seawolf. So I hope that you guys had an amazing Thanksgiving, an amazing month of November. The December update will probably not be so much like Mosaic related, just because we will not be meeting. We're gonna all be on break and also just like doing some support raising things and just taking some time to take a breath, you know. I'll be doing school, but it'll be nice that I won't have to juggle work and school at that time and stuff. And then we'll start back up again in January to start the spring semesters. Please be praying for our students, for them to finish out the semester well. I know a lot of them are actually behind and they're really struggling with doing catch up and just getting all the things that they need done. And so just be praying for those students that they'll be diligent in their studies, they'll get what they need done, and that they'll pass their courses so they don't have to retake. Just with some upcoming changes that could be happening soon and stuff. So, alright, well, God bless you guys, and I'll see you all next month. Okay, bye!